Hey everybody, Kelly here with another comic book haul. Made it to my LCS and also went to the secondhand store. Start out with the LCS. I just did my um, bi-weekly, I guess, pickups, the new releases. So it's like um, picked up the reprint of Nectar number one. I got Nectar number two. I read Nectar number two, and without having read number one, I was still going, "Oh, that is very good." So, looking forward to reading that. It's like I got the black bag second print cover for number two. That's Suspiria. And then also the black bag for number three, which is also Suspiria. So, um, yeah, it's like I say, I liked number two. It's like, and without having read number one, it's like I'm hooked. Um, Barbarian Behind Bars. It's like, this has been good. I was a little worried after number three because the barbarian comes from a different world and, does not speak English. Nobody speaks his language. So there's a language barrier there. And it's like, how far can the story progress when there's no communication between him and everybody else? In this one, in a very humorous yet awkward way, he can now communicate with two people. So it's like gonna continue to pick that up. Tim Seeley's Young Cheap Lucky Cheap Heat. I like Tim Seeley, Hack Slash, and all the other stuff he does, so I picked that up. He had the one like that a couple of months ago, which I read and I enjoyed. So, some cover buys here. Tula Lotte covers. Sirens number four. This one, Absolute Green Arrow. I will be reading that on DC Infinite. So, and then Something is Killing the Children number 47. All of those were Tula Lotte covers. I picked up this one because it's a Sozamaika cover. Tessina. So I don't know anything about it, but it's a number one, so I will be reading that. And then Space Ghost. Got to get Space Ghost. And when he premiered the same month that I was born, there's that connection there that I will buy Space Ghost. And it is a good read. So there's that going for it too. Just Brutal number three. This might be on the chopping block. So we'll read it and see if it does anything to make it worth getting number four. But Dork number four, I'm continuing to read that. So it's been enjoyable, humorous, and so Archie, Army of Darkness number four, the Robert Hack cover, the Army of Darkness homage cover. Yeah, I've been enjoying this, but I mean, I'm a fan of Army of Darkness, so it's like so. I went to a play a couple of last weekend. My cousin is in this production company, so they do these plays. But coming in October, they are doing Evil Dead the musical. I'm going, Evil Dead the musical? So that Sounds interesting, I'll tell you that. And if Jamie's in that, I don't know if Jamie's will be in that because she's not, I don't think she gets into the singing that much, but it sounds interesting. I think I might have to go to that. So, so that's my new pickups. Um, so on Saturday, the secondhand store over in Yankton had a sidewalk sale. A lot of things were like 10% off. So I went over there and I checked that out. Um, didn't really find anything out on the sidewalk that I saw. They have comic books in there that are $2 a piece, and I passed up on them because of the way too many books that I have to read. But I am making progress on that. I have a streak of 8 days in which I've read at least 3 of them, as well as keeping my Marvel Unlimited, my DZ Infinite up to date, and also reading trade paperbacks. So I've been working on reading more. It's like I'm trying not to buy a lot of back issues right now just for the fact that I got so much to read through as it is already. But I did go in and I did look at their trade paperback selection, and that's got me in just as much trouble. So it's like, because these were all $4 a piece. So, so at $4 a piece, I figured you can't really beat that. It's stuff that I've sort of wanted to read, so having them in a collection, I sit in my car for lunch and I read the trade paperbacks. So I'll have plenty to read this summer. So let's just get into it. I picked up Ex Machina. This is the 4th volume. So I've read many of that and I've enjoyed it. So picked that up. Brian K. Vaughan, right? Yeah. So then iZombie. I wanted to read this too. So it's like I got volume 1, volume 2. I do not have volume 1. Volume 3 and volume 4 of that one. So those would be part of my summer reads, I guess. Then Mark Waid. Y'all know that I'm a Mark Waid fan, so Irredeemable number 4. Volume 4. And then Incorruptibles. Make sure I get these in order. Yep. Number 2. Number 3. And volume 4. Like I say, these are Mark Waid, who I really enjoy. So, this Y the Last Man. This is volume 8. They had that show on, I think it was Hulu, that only ran 1 season. Such a disappointment. And then in the same vein of that, I got Paper Girls. It had the Netflix series canceled after 1. It was enjoyable. Why do they keep canceling these enjoyable reads? I don't know. But then this is one I've picked up several back issues of it and I want to read it. East to West, Volume 1. Terminal City. I read much of this when it came out back in the 90s, or was it the 80s? I think it was the 90s. So, and then these two, I'm reading Die Loaded. and in the Kieran Giffen, right? Yeah. Who writes those, I believe, and then he wrote these, The Wicked and the Divine. That's volume 1, and then I got volume 2. So those I had read in the issues of Die Loaded. He had these little, editorials. It's not really, he content that he wrote out, and it's like he talked about other stuff that he had done. No, I think it was somebody else who had talked and referred. It's like, I don't know. Peter Panzer Faust. I've heard good things about this, volume 1, so I picked that up. Just a couple more here. Royal City, Jeff Lemire. I've read some of Royal City and enjoyed that, so that's volume 3. Queen and Country by Greg Rucka. It's like, I've wanted to read that. So now, volume 4, this is volume 6. So, be able to read some of that. And then finally, Miracle Man from the Eclipse run. This is volume number 1. Okay. So, that's my haul. I will be doing one next weekend because I had a $50 eBay gift card that I didn't know what to do with, so I bought a lot of comic books. A lot. Well, a lot, but a lot of comic books. So, but I will do that in a different video. So, until then, like, subscribe, comment, and enjoy your comics, read your comics. Later.